in there. Make sure the volume's down on the computer. Do that on YouTube. What's up, guys? Eat, Sleep, Breathe Sports here tonight on YouTube and Facebook. Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
We live in 2 places.
Big time.
Hey, so Jesse,
David.
Jimmy's over there in the corner. He's handling all the chat tonight. I forgot to turn my TV on, dude.
Not Timmy, Jimmy.
Jimmy. Forgot to turn my TV on for the chat.
Stutter and tell a bunch of jokes for you guys. I mean, we can
So, if it gets quiet in here, you just might.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, go in the group.
Hold on.
Yeah, just make sure we get everybody. Hey, let everybody. There we are. Hey. So
let's see what we got here.
Hey, I think we look good, man. Is that me on YouTube? That is me on YouTube. All right, cool. Hey, so anyway, welcome back, guys, to another show. It's another Thursday, another sports edition. Like I said, we've separated wrestling into Wednesdays now. We're doing sports on Thursdays. So what we want to talk about tonight is the final game. I know it's a little late. There's been a lot of talk from other outlets and stuff like that, but you know how we do. We're in here kicking the shit and talking about it and what we thought. Unfortunately, Tyler and Darren are both not here tonight. Tyler has a baseball game for his nephew, and Darren is with his daughter. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some football and some NBA rumor mill with trades and so forth. Dave's going to talk a lot about that. Otherwise, how'd you feel about the finals?
Oh, you know how I feel about the finals. That's horrid. I watched the first 3.5 quarters and shut it off.
So you didn't watch anything at all?
I didn't want to. They showed up. They showed up and didn't even want to play. They didn't even look like the
Cavs fans.
Hey, fuck you. Where was your team in the playoffs?
They weren't. They're all young.
Shut up.
They're all young. Hey, but guess who'll be in my team next year? LeBron James. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys know I'm a Lakers fan by now. I don't know, man. I agree. Ever since J.R. Smith jacked that first game up, it was basically downhill from there.
The mindset of the squad went right along with the end of that game.
Bad, dude.
You look at the first quarter of that game, they didn't even come out to. It wasn't nothing there.
For game 4?
Yeah, there wasn't nothing there.
There wasn't. There was no. There were spurts, but what can you do when KD was on the whole series and nobody double teamed him? What was up with that? Is my question.
Because they were worried about Curry and.
I get it.
Thompson.
I get.
But that's what I don't get is you got Curry having that shit game, Thompson having that shit game, and then KD picked up.
Well, I understand. I understand where they're coming from, why they're double teaming Curry, why they double team.
Well, and it didn't help that they had J.R. Smith guarding.
No.
6'10", was
KD?
6'6", yeah.
No, that's stupid. LeBron should have been him on white on rice the whole game. We understand Curry's a shooter.
LeBron was more worried about Curry than he was Durant.
And he has, I don't know, dude. What do you do? They're both the superstars. I've said this multiple times. Klay Thompson's on the verge. I think he could go somewhere and do well. I don't know if he'd be a superstar somewhere else by himself, but the boy can shoot. But, overall, the team's hard to beat, man. We all know that. LeBron didn't have a good team to start with. J.R. Smith being an idiot and just messing everything up, from that first game and really drained them all. But it's not just J.R. Smith. Everybody on the Cavs, besides Kevin Love, he stepped up in the finals. A few other guys.
You can sum up the Cavs playoff thing with LeBron dropping a 51-point triple-double and getting blown out by 10, 15 in overtime.
Yeah. What can you do, man?
Sums it up.
Let me turn this a little bit. I feel like you're over in the far corner.
I am over.
But away from everything. Anyway, I feel you, bro. So who do you think, other than LeBron putting up the games he put up, who do you think was the next best performer for the Cavs?
Love.
Kevin Love.
Nobody else was really doing it. J.R. Smith hit and miss showed up when they wasn't throwing up stupid ass threes to fucking try to get the score close. So LeBron pulling up and hitting threes when he took his 6'8", 300-pound ass down the lane and drawing a foul without contact.
He could have fouled Klay Thompson out the first 2 quarters and a couple.
The first 3 games he had how many fouls by halftime?
7 maybe.
7, 8 fouls
roughly. I agree. LeBron needs to take that and drive it to the hole more.
He needs to use his body.
That's what I've said about him this whole time. That's what I didn't like about LeBron. He complains too much, but he has the physical ability to drive the lane at any given time and draw a foul. Man, I don't know what his deal is, but I really, I told everybody if LeBron won the finals, I would be on the train for the GOAT argument. But he, like you said, I think it would have showed more character for LeBron if he came out all 4 games and just went as hard as he could, no matter what his teammates did, and just showed that he wanted it. You know what I mean?
Them not winning one game was a big morale dump for him.
I get it. It's a morale dump for anybody.
They got blown out in Golden State and coming to Cleveland. I mean, I expected to win at least one of those. One at least.
We all did, but that's what I'm saying.
I would have liked to have seen them if I had it my way. They could have. I mean, besides winning the championship, get blown out the first 2 games. Okay, they were at Golden State. Come home, get beat again, and then I'd like to see them win fucking game 4 to put them back in Cleveland. I hate seeing them bastards win that title in fucking Cleveland.
No, I don't think anybody in Ohio like that. Even me as not a LeBron fan.
Halfway through that second quarter, I wish I could have shoved my Xbox controller through the TV and took over.
You could have. Oh, took over the game? No, I mean,
no.
shove it through the TV. Yeah,
I'm not breaking my TV.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, everybody, even me, I was getting upset. Like, these guys are out here. You made it to the finals. You have to put some effort into it, even if J.R. Smith fucked it up. I get it. Put more effort in. You've already made it to the finals. You've already defied all the odds to get there. That everybody said you were going to lose the Celtics.
After getting a brand new team halfway through the season.
Hello? Why would you not play harder? What's wrong with y'all? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Did Darren text me? Did Darren text you?
Yeah, he said he would get a hold of us before show was over and buzz him.
That's fine. I mean, if he don't get a hold of us tonight, we got every week. It's cool.
LeBron James is one of the greatest players today.
I don't think anybody's denying that. But
and then you're on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and and if you don't get that title, that he's gone. Or if you don't come in next season for something, he's gone.
If Cleveland could work some kind of magic, I could see him staying. But
they have the 8th pick in this upcoming draft. But the thing is, do they use that pick to get somebody young to play with LeBron, or they do possibly trade that away to try to bring in some help, not knowing if he's staying or going?
I think you got a few trade options there easily. Trade away that 8th pick. Trade away J.R. Smith. He's going to be an iffy one now.
We're talking about the 8th pick. I've been looking up. This is just rumors, by the way, guys. Nothing's set in stone here. But the 8th pick, like I said, they can bring in somebody young to try to help, maybe get like a Jason Tatum for Cleveland or something like that, or trade it away. But they're talking about if they trade away the 8th pick, send in Love and George Hill with that 8th pick somewhere to try to bring in some help.
I've been on the Love trade train for years too, but
and I also heard
he's the only one that showed up.
If LeBron leaves Cleveland, Love's following suit. Love's out of Cleveland too.
He's not going to stay there. That's the only reason. That's where he's made. That's the whole reason for him coming there, was to build another super team, just like all these other guys are doing, and winning the championship. But they only got one. They've only got one out of all that shit they try to put together in Cleveland. It's always a shit show in Cleveland, man. It's hard. I can be a Browns fan all day, but I can't do it twice, dude. I can't go be a fucking Cavs fan and be like, this is double. This is double trouble.
Dave, I mean, you know all the years that I was a Cavs fan before the one out there. How much shit I went through.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like the same thing with you as a Browns fan.
I know. I mean, shit. Lakers, I've been in that boat for the last, how long now? Since Kobe fucking fell out of his prime and then retired. I don't, like, right now, Kyle Kuzma and Randall and them guys, I like them, but we gotta do some, I don't want to lose all them guys. I want to keep a couple of them.
The Lakers, well, from what I've seen for James' landing spots, the Lakers have cap room to move 1 or 2 people to give LeBron his contract.
I say you bring LeBron.
And the next thing I seen, Lakers rumor mill, trying to get LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George, all 3 of them in Lakers uniforms for next year.
And then
that's losing. That's pushing out quite a bit of the team to get max.
Well, you have to, because of coming like Kuzma, Randall, and Paul, all 3 played positions that a couple of them guys played. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I mean, you can.
A couple of guys could sit the bench.
You can still keep them so when they need that.
Well, you got to use to pull them Paul George and Leonard in. You have to have good trade value though.
Then I've seen possible things about LeBron going to OKC with George and Westbrook.
Dude,
it's not gonna happen.
That'll be a fucking problem. If Westbrook can wake up and not be as selfish That'll be a fucking problem.
There'll be a squad fucking deal with on the West Coast.
We got anybody in here watching?
One viewer.
What about on Facebook?
Facebook, I can't see the live feed from your phone on the Facebook. It doesn't show me that.
Maybe I'm in my live feed. Fuck it.
It's Jesse Bradford posted to, or it's live on ESB Sports.
Oh, I am live?
Yes, that's from yours.
Okay.
So there might be some.
Yeah, I see Matt and them. I think Matt's watching from there.
Like I said, I got one on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it is.
What's up, Derek? I think you guys are out there on the porch still. You can look in the window and see us live.
Houston Rockets have Kaepernick to be moved around. The 76ers,
Well,
Carson Wentz is now on the LeBron train, trying to bring him to Philly, trying to recruit.
Well, I mean, why not? You won a Super Bowl.
Celtics, it's possible thing about the Celtics. Kyrie's not pumped. He said it's out of his hands and up to management. I don't think it's happening.
Are you going to ask your star player if you want him to come over there and have more turmoil, or do you want to keep this team and ask Kyrie if you're really serious about getting a fucking ring?
Spurs, letters to sign in the offseason or opt-out still haven't decided. At the trade deadline in this past February, the Celtics made an offer with no answer back to the Spurs about Leonard, and Kyrie Irving was in that trade.
To the Spurs?
To the Spurs. And Boston never replied back. And then big rumor here, the Warriors are going after Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I've seen that, and that's fucking retarded.
And they're trying to, if Anthony Davis goes, they're going to have to give up Klay Thompson and or Green.
Good. Get rid of them. Break them up. You're still not gonna beat them.
No, you get rid of one of them and get Anthony Davis. Get the fuck out of here with that, man.
I wouldn't watch because look, dude, I've been saying you get rid of Klay Thompson and Green, you bring Anthony Davis, I think they're even more dangerous. Are you agreeing with? You're agreeing with? Okay, so I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Because you get rid of Klay Thompson, there's a shooter. You still got Steph.
Yeah, you still got your shooters. Yeah, Durant can shoot all
you get Green out of there. You can play Anthony Davis and Jamel McGee at the same, like a twin tower thing, like they did in San Antonio.
I don't even want to watch basketball when I hear shit like that. Dude, I really want to watch the Lakers next year if LeBron shows up or he doesn't. I don't care because I see promising shit in them because the last few games of the season before the regular season ended, they were doing all right. But
it's just it's getting to the point where it's like, well, how bad can we stack up this fucking team so we don't even have to really do nothing to win games?
It's the way they grew up. Who said it? Did Durant say that or somebody said it? It's just the way they came up in basketball, dude. They never had loyalty in basketball when they played with some of these certain special teams for these guys that were groomed to be pros, man. It's not the same. They didn't come up the same.
Grizzly are shopping Chandler Parsons with the number 4 pick out for somebody. Let's see what else did I see. Earl Boykins is making a big, he's a former point guard for the Denver Nuggets. He's making a big push to get LeBron to come to Denver, which ain't never going to fucking happen.
No.
I know Magic Johnson shot out towards Ball and what's the other guy's name? Kuzma,
yeah.
to tone down their tweeting and focus on ball basketball.
Yeah, they need to. They should. Like I just said, man, if they focus more on basketball instead of worrying about building this brand with Lonzo and LeVar and all them guys, they need to focus on basketball. If y'all want to be a part of that, let LeVar handle that. The guy's a crazy asshole, but he knows what he's doing marketing wise. So just let him handle everything. There's no reason y'all need to get involved in any of it. Lonzo keep making your raps. You're actually halfway decent at it. Your brother is too. Do the Kobe thing. Play for the Lakers. Have a little rap thing on the side. Do your own thing, but focus on balling and rap about it.
He ain't never gonna do that. His dad sticks his fucking nose in the middle of everything.
He needs to tell us. I mean, but that's how.
But I get it. That's what his dad does to draw attention to himself to grow out the brand.
That's what it is, bro.
But I wouldn't pay $600 for a pair of fucking shoes.
I wouldn't either. Maybe if they smarten up and lower the prices, they'll have a better fucking.
Dude, if you look at the shoe review, somebody ordered a pair of those. They sent him. He ordered a size 10. They sent him a size 16, and them shoes are junk.
I wouldn't agree that they're junk. He probably just got some kind of bullshit deal to mass produce, and paid pennies and fucking got shit. But what I'm saying is, dude, the guy's smart. He's like Kanye. We can all sit there and say all day how stupid these guys are. You might think they're stupid. They're really not. They're conning everybody. People are still paying for this shit no matter what. Just to say, well, I got the balls. Their names in the media, they're hot right now. Somebody's like, well, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But point being is he's marketing genius. He's helped his son's career. He hasn't hurt it. I mean, the dude's still in the league. He's not a halfway bad baller. He's just got to get used to being in the NBA.
Then he pulled his one kid out of high school to homeschool him, and they shipped him to Lithuania. They're like, okay, we'll come back to Lithuania because this team sucked. and sign you here, then he's pushing Langelo to go play for the Lakers.
I don't think Langelo will go to the Lakers.
Another thing about LeBron, rumor that keeps popping up and disappearing. Gary Payton told a reporter that his oldest son, LeBron James Jr., has committed to Sierra Canyon School in Los Angeles for the upcoming school season.
Well, it's either LA or
I think it's either
Clippers or the Lakers.
It's going to be LA, Rockets, or Cleveland. The three.
Yeah, it's either stay home and act like the kid can't.
But he also said that this choice of teams or places that he goes, his family has more input than they ever have on a decision, because this is where he's going to go to probably retire, and he wants them to be happy where he goes.
Well, it depends on how they feel about Cleveland. To be honest, I love Cleveland too, but if I can go to LA and get a good education and play ball, I'm going. Dad, you're about to retire. Let's go to LA. Go play for the Lakers. Maybe you know they love Kobe, do that. They want to build that legacy over there.
His dream is to be able to be on the NBA court when LeBron James Jr. steps off.
I seen that earlier. How old is he?
His son?
Yeah.
13.
Dude, he's not. He's a freak. I get it. LeBron's a freak, but he's not going to be there. That's 5 years if he comes in the league out of high school.
If you look back when they got rid of Dwayne Wade, they traded Dwayne Wade to Miami for a whatever pick it was, and the pick lined up for the year that LeBron James Jr. gets out of high school and could possibly come to the pros and be drafted. It's the pick the Cavs got.
I mean, LeBron had one when he was 20, so LeBron will be almost 40 when that happens, and LeBron's not going to be doing LeBron shit at 40, almost 30, 40 years old. So that'd be cool if he could play, but it's not going to be like it is. You know what I mean? It's not like he's still going to be in his prime and play his son. You know what I'm saying? They can do that at home anyway.
He doesn't have to be as long as he gets to play a game.
I get what he's saying. That'd be cool. That'd be. I don't know. I don't see him unless that's what he holds out for and he stays that long. I don't see it. Okay, so anyway, basically, my overall view of the finals was, like I said, the supporting cast. We all know that they weren't who they should have been and what LeBron wanted, but he had what he had and he made the best of it, and he tried to make the best of it, I guess. But these excuses after with the hand, and I'm not taking nothing away from him. If the dude had a hurt hand, that is what I props to him. There's been players that played with hurt hands, and Michael Jordan played with the flu and everything else. So I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron.
Did you actually see the picture of his hand after the game?
No, I'm sure it was hurt. I'm not taking it away from him.
I mean, if you actually, it's just funny because he did it.
Just come out and say it after game one.
He did it, and people were like, "Oh, that's funny how he's complaining about it." I mean, if anything, they were complaining about him telling me how much of a pussy he is. He played 4 games with a fucking broke hand.
I'm not taking that away from him. He should have said what a lot of people have said is like, just say it. Like, you fucked up after game one, you're playing with a hurt hand.
You know what? He didn't want Golden State to know he was hurt.
Fucking hit him in the hand, it's a foul. I know what you're saying. I get that too, but I don't know. There's always going to be a different opinion on that, but the Warriors are trying to build their case for the greatest dynasty ever. But I say if you get rid of Klay Thompson and you get rid of Green, then you're breaking that dynasty up, and that no longer stands, in my opinion. If you bring in, who'd you say?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. If they bring him in, then I don't see that as standing as a dynasty run. But I know there were some trades in other dynasties, but them two guys are part of what made these wins so far. So
they're part of that dynasty. You get
rid of them, and then it's not.
You're
restarting. Now it's a new dynasty if Golden State does do it, which they could if they get him. That's ridiculous, but we'll see where LeBron ends up. But overall, it wasn't a great series. Everybody was disappointed. It just looked like it was too one-sided. KD, he got away with a lot. He kind of balled out on him because they really didn't care and nobody was double teaming him half the time. So
I can't fucking stand is Nick Young fucking running around like he fucking did something special. He's in the playoffs with his 6-point average in the fucking playoffs.
These guys that didn't do much.
Guess who Nick Young's BFF was? J.R. Smith, their team no shirt.
Whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, finals. Whatever. Next year, hopefully, we figure out where everybody's going, and maybe it's
next year. You want to about the Cavs making the playoffs?
I just want to see more teams involved and more series go more than 3 games or 4 games to take them to 5-6 games. I don't care if you motherfuckers are tired at the end. That's what I want to see. I want to see 2 tired teams playing in the finals to make it even, and the best man wins.
They need to go back to when the only 7-game stretch you had was the finals, and then the semifinals. It was 5. It was 5, and then 7. That's that 5.
Yeah,
That's that
it was
5.
five,
That's that
yeah.
5 and 7 games in the finals.
That'd be cool. Me too. I mean, I do remember. Yeah. So, anyway, that's our thoughts on the finals. So, let's move on to some. Is there any other big rumors besides that you can remember? Anthony Davis, Leonard.
Davis, the Kawhi Leonard thing.
I mean, Harden's not talking about going anywhere, right? Or they're not talking about getting rid of.
No, Harden signed throughout like 2020 with the Rockets because he got a massive ass contract.
CP3 is still.
CP3 is still staying.
So okay, I think that about covers it for the room, though. I mean,
I'm sure they're fluffing all kinds of rumors, but I mean, half of them wouldn't even be worth 1/3 unless you got That's a good portion of the big name players.
Anybody said anything that?
Not in the YouTube chat. We no longer have viewers there, so they might come back.
What about the Facebook? Say anything on the video?
No, I said nothing I can see.
No.
You got somebody watching. You got some people watching, but that's about it.
I just want to see if anybody said anything.
Watching.
If you guys got any input and you want to talk about anything with us, if you're in here on the live, just throw it in the message, and we can answer your questions, or we can shout out what you were talking about. Yeah, you guys call in too. We got phones right here. We can talk to you.
We're always up for people talking in.
Yeah, we like interaction. But anyway, we're gonna move on to some NFL talk.
Half the wrestling show is on.
Yeah, I know, right? So we got to fix that with the sound though. But all right, NFL talk. So I seen a thing today. I'm always gonna start off with the Browns. You guys know I try to keep it unbiased. I talk about as much as I can. I always start something with the Browns. Josh Gordon, Landry, and Johnson and Coleman. They're saying that they're their best receiving core in the NFL right now, which is a test to Atlanta Falcons receiving core. So I don't know if I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they got the top 3 receiving cores easily. I don't know if they're number 1. Atlanta might be number 1 in my eyes right now, depending on how Julio performs and Ridley now being a rookie. So
speaking of Julio, he's been working out with T.O. during his contract holdout.
He's probably fucking getting into it. I mean, Julio's going to turn into a douchebag now.
And then the other team says, the rest of the Falcons team says they don't hold nothing against Julio for not attending the private workouts and stuff. But Matt Ryan is expecting and hoping Julio Jones to show up and do work with the rest of the team.
I would hope so. You got to get on a rhythm. You fall out of rhythm, you don't show up for shit.
We'll see how that plays out. I don't like the T.O. factor.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably already getting in his fucking head.
Trouble all over.
That's sad. But anyway.
Well, T.O. either going to be in his ear telling him, oh, tell Falcons to sign. Yo, you think you can help me get this job? And
I just take a couple $100,000. You know what I mean? I don't need a whole bunch.
Give me the league minimum. I'll get in there.
So
just don't throw them across the middle because I won't catch them.
All right. So what I want to talk about, and it's gonna have to come off the top of your head because I didn't write none of this down. So what I want to talk about is, I'm gonna throw out a random team, and I want you to tell me how you think they're gonna do this.
We're talking football?
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't my strong suit, but we'll give it a shot.
I just want to try.
Ready, shake it.
All right. I'm going to throw out a team, and the team is the Baltimore Ravens.
I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
You don't think they'll make the playoffs? Okay.
We're getting old.
They got a new young quarterback. Lamar Jackson.
He ain't gonna play much.
Did you see what I seen today? You didn't see what I posted about the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
They're thinking about running a 2-quarterback set.
Flacco ain't gonna want to give him no play time.
Flacco ain't got a fucking choice. He's a player. Flacco's not even that good to be making them choices. Fuck that. They're saying they're running a 2-quarterback set, or they're
I see
in
that.
talks about running a 2-quarterback set in Baltimore.
Yeah,
with Lamar Jackson.
In talks, we're trying to talk Flacco into doing it.
Watch. It's not even going to be Flacco. It's going to be RG3 and Lamar Jackson. Watch. Because RG3 ain't a runner no more.
I didn't know they had an RG3. I don't keep up with
You
football.
learn something new every day. They got 3 quarterbacks. RG3, Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco. But they're not going to do better than the Browns, so it don't fucking matter. Whatever.
The Seahawks.
Fucking what game to see it? Russell Wilson's a beast. I don't care what anybody says. They had shit coaching when they lost that Super Bowl because no way in fucking hell you hand that ball.
No way you don't hand that ball to him on the 1 yard line.
Right. So we've already, everybody knows that. But it just depends, man. I don't know. I don't see the Seahawks doing anything special this year. Nothing's coming to the top of my head spectacular in the draft. They may have got somebody, but I don't see them. Russell Wilson is just in a shit situation, and I think if somebody could get Russell Wilson to another team that's especially struggling with a quarterback situation, I think Russell Wilson would flourish.
Who do you think he'd be a good fit for?
Who do I think he'd be a good fit for?
Mm-hmm. Even if he was backup, had to ride the line for a season or two.
I don't think he would ride the line anywhere, but
I'm just saying, even if.
Where would he be a good fit? It just depends on the style of offense. You know, he runs a lot out of the shotgun. He does a lot of
That's
spread.
that West Coast offense.
Yeah, so I mean, it just depends on what team runs that. Come on, Luke. Come on, buddy. I'm sorry, Aaron. You just come in here and talk to everybody. Come on, get over here.
Oh God.
Lay down. Anyway, yeah, anywhere with a West Coast offense that doesn't have, that needs a quarterback. So Russell Wilson. And he's a dual sport guy. He's a baseball player. So
Did he sign with the Rangers too?
I thought it was the Rangers or the Mets. One of those.
The Rangers.
Yeah, it might be the Rangers. But he's a hell of an athlete, man. He's an overall good dude. But as far as the rest of his team, they really what do you stop? They really don't have anybody anymore that they've traded everybody away. So I don't think Seahawks will be in much of a discussion this year.
How do you think Marshawn Lynch is going to do to the Raiders?
Marshawn Lynch is still a beast. He's still beast mode, but he's not beast mode he was 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, see, biting? Yeah, he's trying. Fucker. 3 or 4 years ago, beast mode. The Raiders would have been awesome. But who's he sharing touches with over there?
I don't know.
Can you look that up for me? Whoever he's sharing touches with is going to see more. Was it Latavius Murray? Still Latavius Murray?
Might be.
Yeah, I don't think he went anywhere. So, yeah, you're going to see the Murray show over there more than you will Beast Mode. Beast Mode will be on the 1 yard line, actually getting the ball handed to him over there in Oakland. So, I think they'll be all right. Derek Carr will be back. Hopefully, they have a good season. I'm always partial to the Raiders, and I always root for the underdogs there. So, all right. Yeah, so who do I want to see really do good? Do me a favor. Pull up each conference.
Henry, Poggi, and Jalen Richard.
That's your
Chris Warren, DeAndre Washington.
that's the receivers?
Most of those running backs.
No.
That's all that's listed.
Anyway, pull up each division of football. Or each conference, I mean. AFC North, AFC East, all that shit. I want to go through and give everybody who I think is going to win their conference. Because I don't want to look like an idiot and say somebody's in a conference and they're not, because I fuck it up sometimes. All right, Buffalo Bills, AFC East, Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and New England Patriots. I don't even have to. Jimmy, you're not a football fan. Who do you think's winning that one right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Yeah, so Patriots.
I'm not a football fan, but I do like the Dolphins actually.
That's cool. You can like them, but being not a football fan, you obviously even know that the Patriots are.
No, I just can't root for a team that's in Ohio because I know they're gonna lose.
Yeah. So, out of all those teams, yeah, I agree with that. I think the Patriots are going to take it once again. Who do you think?
For what? To win that division?
AFC East.
New England.
Okay, so
otherwise. New England wins it every year.
All right, AFC North. We got the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns. This is a tough one. This is a tough one every year, but even everybody's like, oh, the Browns are just going to go.
Who I honestly think's going there? Or do you want me to just take a fan base pick? You may take a.
No, I want who you think.
Because the Browns are my second favorite team in the NFL. So
okay.
Well,
don't be biased. I know you're going to.
Well,
who do you think's going to win that division?
Steelers.
You think the Steelers get it this year?
I fucking hate Cincinnati. Sorry being biased, but they suck.
As a non-football watcher, that's exactly what I just said. Steelers got this.
I
can't
think.
Stand them.
You want me to be honest? I think if Cleveland don't win the division this year.
So you gonna put me in a Browns fan?
I think Jacksonville's going or not Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's gonna.
Baltimore. I'm sorry, I didn't say I'm in the AFC North. I just seen Jacksonville on the screen. I think Baltimore. I think Baltimore is going to surprise everybody. And I think they're going to win the AFC North. All right, AFC South.
Texans.
Really?
J.J. Watt being back healthy and they getting the quarterback back healthy.
Titans, bro.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Luck's not going to be where he's supposed to be yet.
Well, no, Luck's just now throwing a fucking man.
Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville will put up a hard fight, but I think it's going to be Titans. Okay. What do I know? I'm just saying. You just said football when you're strong, so.
Yeah.
Let's scroll down a little bit, Jimmy. AFC West. We got the Broncos, the Raiders, the Chiefs, and the Chargers.
Raiders.
Is it the Raiders?
I like Marshawn Lynch. I think he's going to.
You think he's going to come back and have a breakout season or something? This year, Kansas City, bro.
What? Who they got quarterbacking over there?
You remember who were they? Used to play for the Redskins?
Kirk Cousins. I remember when it used to be since car accident, okay?
Because Alex Smith went to.
Alex went to Arizona, didn't he?
No, Alex Smith went to Washington. Anyway, all I know is the AFC North is going to be fun this year because the Steelers are always the ones that you have to watch out for. We all know that. I know everybody says they're the dirtiest team around, whatever, I get it. But they're always the one you got to look at. Just like everybody's like the Patriots are cheaters, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about all that. I'm saying they're the ones you got to watch out for. So the Steelers are always going to be tough in the AFC North, but I think Baltimore is going to surprise this year. I think, like I said, I think the Browns will go like 8-8, maybe 6-7 at least. They'll win. Bengals, roughly the same. I think they'll go 8-8. Maybe they'll win 10. But I think Baltimore takes it and goes. I don't think they'll last long in the playoffs, but yeah, I think they'll be okay. So that's what I think about each one.
Who do you think's going to go to the Super Bowl or that whole conference over there?
Like, where's the rest of them? Because did we talk about Dallas?
No, you did the top ones and then you quit.
Where's the rest of them? That's what I was wondering. I said, that looks a little.
Jimmy closed them down or not?
No, they're not even all on there.
Here, they're in national. You got Eagles.
There was more down. I'm like, wait, we're missing some people, bro.
Yeah.
Some teams here.
There you go.
All right, there we go. NFC East: Philadelphia, Dallas, Washington, and the Giants. You think the Eagles are going to do it again this year?
I'd say, I think they're going to be on.
I think Dallas.
If they get wins back, I think it's going to be a battle.
I think it's going to be
I think it's going to be a battle between the Philadelphia and Dallas for that division.
But guess what? Saquon Barkley's on the Giants.
Yeah, but he don't have anybody else.
Yeah, he don't, but he might break out and do something. All right, NFC North: Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago. The Bears. The Bears. I think Bears have a good season. I think they go to the playoffs. Green Bay, they won't be far behind, but I said the Bears. Yeah. NFC South: Carolina, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, New Orleans.
So you already know who picked that.
New Orleans, bro. I know you're picking Carolina, right? Or Atlanta, I'm sorry. Look, man, that's a good. I'm going to bleep that out. Oh, we're live. Never mind.
Rewind.
All right, NFC West: Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco, Arizona, Seattle. All the Jimmy G is God. He won 7 games. as a starter. They're all on the San Francisco dig. I would like to see the Rams do well. Is that Darren?
Yep.
Sup, bro? Not much. Just talking about who we think is going to do the best in each of these divisions here. We just talked about NFC West and then NFC South last, and I said Los Angeles Rams are going to take the West. Also, I said that the Saints are going to take the South. What do you think?
See, I'm still not sold on the Saints. They're without Ingram for the first 4 games, and they're going to rely on just Kamara, who was good, but he was also a split back, so he's going to be getting the full load this time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really wasn't sold on the Saints. I mean, Drew Brees is good, but I haven't sold on him. I mean, I think the Rams defense is going to be so killer this year, but I mean, heck, Sammy Watkins was just taking shots at Goff. I think Goff could have just been partial to the system. I think the system that he has helped him out well.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy. This year, it's going to be so. There's nobody that you could be like, yeah, they're the team. I really don't think so.
Right. Pull those teams over. So I know I don't want you to be biased or anything. Go to Dallas for me. It's back at the top of the second one. All right. So out of NFC East, I know that's your division you root for. So how do you think? Did you talk about how you thought Dallas was going to do on the last show? Did I ask you that?
Yeah. I mean, I thought they would go 10-6 or 11-5.
Okay.
And barring no injuries, I think they have what it takes to make a Super Bowl run. But with the Eagles being the defending champions, I mean, they are the favorite right now to win the East.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless somebody else does something to change that. But and who knows how Carson Wentz is going to come back and play? I mean, they said he's doing fine, but yeah, we've seen a lot of players get an injury. Look at RG3. He played, run around, do this and that. I don't think he was as good as Carson Wentz, but his career completely changed. So,
right.
I think the Eagles they're the favorites to win. I mean, they should be the defending champs. But I think it depends on how Carson Wentz is going to play. They've added some pieces. Ajayi is going to be their starter. I think they're a very good team. Their defense played very, very well last year. So I think it's going to be Dallas and the Eagles going neck and neck, barring the team getting injuries.
All right, let me ask you a couple more questions. How do you think that Alex Smith is going to do in Washington?
Dude, Alex Smith is going to kill it. He has been the most overlooked quarterback forever.
I've said that for a while.
Yeah. He was taking them to the Super Bowl. That Colin Kaepernick year, that was Alex Smith's team.
That was.
They were already on a run. He was like one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league that year before he got hurt, and they were killing it. Yeah. Kaepernick comes in, nobody knows his style of play,
right.
And he does very well, which they lost. And then if you notice, Kaepernick didn't do a damn thing after that.
No, he didn't.
Alex Smith goes to the Chiefs. He does phenomenal. Now, you could say, all right, well, he's not winning in the playoffs. That's true. But I'm sorry, Andy Reid doesn't win.
Right.
He lost the Super Bowl when he was with the Eagles. He loses in the playoffs. He's terrible. Now, the problem with the Redskins, I don't think they have an offense. I don't think they have a solid running back. I don't think they have good receivers. And that's going to be the tough part for Alex Smith. But I think he's a phenomenal quarterback. I mean, his first couple of years, he was considered a bust, and then out of nowhere, he shot straight up.
Well, see, this whole conference right here, the NFC East, I keep saying division, but the conference here, New York adding Saquon Barkley also mixes things up. Yeah, we know that Washington don't have a lot of weapons. The Giants, other than Barkley now, don't have a ton of weapons. They got OBJ and Barkley, which is a crazy duo. So
has Ingram, who's got potential.
Yeah, but
they've got some talent on offense, but their offensive line is garbage.
Right.
Eli Manning, I'm sorry, but he's a terrible quarterback. He has 2 Super Bowl wins, I give him that, but he's so inconsistent. Like, he's either going to throw for 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, or he's going to throw for 300 yards and 5 games.
Right. So yeah. I mean, I agree. There's a little bit of mixture that went on in that conference right there, so I'm excited to see it. I really hope Dallas does well this year. I know a lot of people hate America's team, but yeah.
Those 3 teams, it's going to going to be a big battle.
Yeah, for sure. So I picked the Bears in the NFC North, and
No, the Vikings.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Last year they did great, but I just see something. I think the Bears are going to come out this year, and they're just going to have something to prove.
Kirk Cousins is a humongous upgrade from
Case Keenum, yeah.
Huge upgrade.
I got you.
With Diggs there, and everybody forgets that running back from Florida State they drafted. I forget
his name too.
He got hurt like 4 games into the season, and they were still a great offense. He's back fully healthy. That offense is going to be sick.
I'm not going to say that they're not going to have a great season. I don't know. Ditka even said that Trubisky reminds him of.
You're picking Trubisky over Kirk Cousins?
I don't want to, but I am. Yeah, sorry. I like Kirk Cousins. Have I not said all through the show that we started that I'm a Kirk Cousins fan? I love Kirk Cousins, but
I thought he should have took the job from RG3 the second year.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But I just something in my gut's telling me to go with Chicago, man. I don't know.
I mean, they've got a good running back. They've got.
I think their receiving core is underlooked.
Well, White he's still injury prone. They're even talking about probably getting rid of him.
Yeah.
They lost Jeffrey, which Jeffrey's went to the Eagles and he's doing well. But I mean, I just don't think the Bears are. Their defense isn't that great. I just don't think they're ready yet. And if you look at Minnesota, they've got a top-tier defense. They just brought in, I wouldn't say an elite quarterback, but yeah, I'd give him a top 15 quarterback. I think he's good enough to win you a Super Bowl. He's definitely way better than Brad Johnson or Trent Dilfer. I mean, he can win you a Super Bowl. The offense is stacked. I think Minnesota, they're honestly the favorite to win the NFC. As much as I'm Dallas, and I really think Dallas can do it, barring injuries. I think the favorite has got to be the Vikings, man.
They're tough. I'm not going to take nothing away from you, and I'll respect it if they do it. I love it. But
Bears, that's a bold pick right there.
It is. So we'll come back to this in a few in a few months and see how my pick went.
Oh yeah.
But hey, Jimmy, go ahead and bring me one more. I want to ask him about one more here, and then go up. No, I want to go up.
What you was asking about all divisions?
I was going to ask him about how do you think the Raiders are going to do?
The Raiders?
Yeah.
Well, Khalil Mack is holding out right now because he wants a new contract, so that's creating some tension. I love John Gruden. I think he's an amazing coach. He has been out for a long time, and as big of a fan as I was of Derek Carr, he kind of fell off big time last year, and they have pretty much the same squad, except for they added Marshawn Lynch, who didn't really do that much. The Raiders are still young. I think they're a good team, but I don't see them being a threat in the AFC right now.
Okay. Cool, man. I just wanted some input. I wanted to see what you got anything else you want to throw out there, Mike?
Reds got that win yesterday.
Yeah.
Looking a little good there with Scooter Gannett still killing it as he's leading the league in average. He's second in the league in RBIs with Suarez is in first place. So the Reds got a good little 1-2 hit there. So it was nice to see the Reds get some points going. Definitely ready for some more football action though.
Yeah, Reds are killing it right now. It's pretty good. And the Dodgers-Rangers game, did you see that bench clearing brawl?
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. It was stupid because it was really a light hit for one.
Yes.
I don't even know what they were both bitching about, but whatever. But it was pretty.
Well, yeah. that was, I don't know. There's no words for that. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, if you don't got nothing else to throw out there, man, I appreciate it.
No, yeah, just you ready for the show next week and see what we got going on sports-wise?
Sounds good, brother. All right, Jeff.
All right, fellas.
See ya.
So, yeah, that was Darren's input. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it, as always. So, I want to know what you guys think about each of those teams I said in those conferences to kind of give us an idea of what you think each one's going to do. You can give us a breakdown of each team or who you think's going to win that specific one, like the AFC North or something like that. That way, I really want to get your guys' ideas out there and talk about them. That way, we can compare them to our own decisions and opinions. So, email is eat.sleep.breathe sports937@gmail.com. You can always hit us up on Facebook here in the group or on YouTube. So, Dave, you got anything else?
Share the page, get people in it, comment, like, post.
We'll
I mean, if you're local, stop in.
Yeah. Ring the
Link to
doorbell.
the Facebook group is in the description of the YouTube video.
We'll say hi to
If you're not already a member, join us. Have fun. 24/7, pretty much something always being talked about.
Yep. So, like I said, I posted in the group too that I'm buying some Nebraska Ohio State tickets. I really like it if we got a group together to go. They go on sale on the 29th at 10 a.m. and then I think the 30th at 12 noon. I can check on that. But I want to go to a football game, especially the Bucks, and I want to go to a couple baseball games before the summer's out. So if anybody's interested, just shoot us an email or a message in the group.
I get half off Reds tickets.
Dave gets half off Reds tickets. Yeah,
Oh.
Lou loves that. Oh, he's like, man, you're awesome. Thanks. Reds tickets. Anyway, Dragons games, anything, we don't care. But I'm still interested in renting out the party deck. It's like $500, maybe a little more. If we get a bunch of people throw in on it, man, it's free beer to the 7th inning, even though I don't drink. But free food as well.
To broadcast live and get kicked out. And then broadcast us getting kicked out.
It'd be awesome.
Publicity!
Do you know who we are?
We're a no-name little podcast. We're trying to get up and running, you fuckers.
All right, guys. So, yeah, Mike, I know you're probably not watching tonight, but you need to get your ass back in here and give us some feedback and get on the show. Brandon Curtis, you need to get in here. I'm calling you out. Who else needs to get in here? Who else is on the page?
Mike, Brandon,
Bill Wellman, I know you're watching the sports one too. You get in here, you probably see this. You need to get in here for the wrestling one. You've been talking about that, so.
You can get here for one in general.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you get people commenting on things all the time. You comment. I mean, you guys that are the loyal commenters and posters and stuff like that. If you're local, get in here and we'll do it live.
Yeah, so go Reds, go Browns, go Lakers. That's all I got for you tonight.
Peace.
Peace.